Well, hello everyone and welcome back to Software Inc. Season 2. We're going to continue on here. I know I said in the last video, I was thinking about it, and I said it would probably go through about the first 10 years. What I really didn't account for is when I did some of my initial testing, I didn't have it set on 2 days per month. I had it set on 1. So technically we'd be closer to like year 8 from my testing. And I went, I kind of told you guys wrong. So that's actually a reason why we're still in 1983 as opposed to being very close to 1990. So just wanted to give that a little bit of heads up. I know I said something different in the very beginning of last episode. So pretty quick things you can notice here. I'm waiting on you guys. I haven't gotten any comments about colors and patterns and things that you want to see this building. But for the meantime, I'm going to leave this bad boy green just because it's obnoxious. So as you can see behind here, I added some parking spaces, and over here I threw a road down the side so we can start the later push and development of additional buildings and just different elements of our actual little, I think we can almost make like a town. Do you want to say a town? Not really a town, because it's going to be all office buildings, not going to be houses. So we're going to make a whole big business complex of all the different components and facets of this company and really make things so that we can take on any marketing job, any support job, any job, anything that comes our way. I want us to be able to handle it, crush it, own it, and we will be the top dog out there. So here we go. We're gonna jump in here. I want to get a little bit more money in the bank. We actually hired Ann Wong. We've been going through some training on Ann, getting her up to speed so that she can help with the operating system and getting things trained and developed. She is in class. She's stressing out in class right now too. Look at that. Super stressed. It's got to be close to finals. Yeah. Returns in 1 month. So she's getting close to her finals. So, oh boy. Anyway, so as I've said in previous seasons as well, I know I haven't said it quite yet in this one here, but if you want to be in this season, let me know what name you want your character to be put as, what position you want, what kind of tasks you want to do. Like if you want to be a lead, let me know. What kind of group do you want to lead? Give me those details. Let's really make this good. Kind of give, put a little bit of personal ownership, I guess we'll say, into the game for you guys as well. So I definitely want to make sure that you guys are involved as much as possible as well. So here we go. I'm hoping she's in training for networking. I think that's what I have her in as, because that's the one that's lowest right there. But yeah, it is what it is. We'll see when she gets back. For the meantime here, let's make this a little more visible. We'll just drop the walls like that. Here we go. Let's get this moving a little quick. We can slow this down just a tiny bit. We're just working on the operating system right now. Yeah, Motzi, you'll be able to drive your car next time because you've got parking spaces. Boom. There's Motzi. Car is here. The really nice thing actually about the car is that they will actually work longer because they don't have to wait for the bus. So it is actually a good thing to do that. But yeah, so that's a kind of a really nice thing to allow them to do. Yeah, so I don't want to give away any super secret surprises, but you can see that we lost some money here. If I go into the actual financials, it'll start to give some hints on some things that are in the works. Kind of excited. Want to see what it's kind of the next development of our company here. I know I mentioned some things in the very first, not the teaser, but the actual first episode. So, oh, Ann is back. Welcome back, Ann. Glad to have you. Let's see, how is Ann doing? Let's take a look at her skills. Oh, I bumped her up on system. She was low on system. Okay. It'd kind of be nice if we could do like a little bit of a transcript where you could see what classes they've taken, when they've taken them, and kind of get an idea of just like start to give a little bit of backstory to our employees. Be kind of nice. I saw this when I was doing some other testing too. We can change the design of our fences. So I'm actually going to change it to the lattice, so maybe the lights at nighttime will actually shine through just a bit better. Let's do that. Give a little bit of a... Oh, Matzi, you take an ant home. Oh, let's see. What a good CEO, helping out your employees. Okay, so... We're getting pretty close here. I'm gonna super speed this for a little bit and see if we can get this thing into its development phase. We are going to be looking at 16 and 0.19. Okay, so we will let this rock and roll. And you're not happy. Why are you not happy? Let's go look. Cool. Here we go. With the magic of editing, we'll jump back here as we get closer to the actual beginning of our development. Okay guys, just a quick touch base here. We are looking at August. About the beginning of April, we actually went into the development phase of our second version of our operating system. Vapor OS is tapering down. We are losing active users as we go, which is okay. It's very typical of the software itself. So we're going to continue on with the development here. I also kicked in some marketing, but we're going to let this rock and roll. Okay guys, so we're just going to jump back in here real quick. We are going to take a look. We're about halfway in our code. We're well over what was estimated, at least for the art. We're going to do a quick review here, so we're going to slow this bad boy down just a tiny bit. We're going to outsource a quick review. And let's see what we get. There's about 18. Okay. We're about mediocre. Art is mid-range, so I like how they originally estimated 0.19 for art, and we're at 0.4, and it's still mediocre. It just goes to show where our art skills truly are as well. So the more efficient we would be at art, the better this would be right now. So here we go, and I think we're going to shoot this press release out as well. Let's take a look at what they say. Yeah, I know, we don't have a release date yet. I'm not ready for it. I want to see how we do a bit more. Okay, Vapor announces Vapor OS 2. Vapor is not well known in this market. They have already started work on Vapor OS 2 and it doesn't look very feature rich. The press release contains some nice pictures and it sounds great. There's no release date yet. Well, we're going to have to call in some maintenance. Some things broke, but I will jump back in here again as we get a little further and a little closer to the actual beta release, and we will pick back up there. Okay, we're getting pretty close to our suggested code units of 16. Let's do a quick review on this. Let's see what the review comes back at. We're going to slow this down a bit so we don't go spend like 10 grand on our review. Not that we don't have the money for it, but why waste it? Let's be good stewards of our money. Here we go. There we go. Okay, look at that. Audio code is great. System code is doing really well. Art needs to pick up. We have some issues in the art category. Art is really low. So we're in the high 8s and 9s for audio, 7s and 8s for system for the code side. You know what I say we do? Let's do this. We're going to change both to art. I want to see us just crank on this art, get that art up really nicely. Okay, and here we go. We're going to jump back in here and let's take a look. We just did a peer review on our operating system. We're in the latter half of April of 1987. We've been working on this thing for a while. Goodness gracious. We are actually at a score of 7 to 10, a 7 of 10. The art is mediocre. I'm thinking because of our skill set of our employees. You know what? I'm ready to just call it on this. The code for audio is fantastic. System is also doing great. We have some pretty decent scores there. I have made a couple little changes here on the off time here. I've actually hired 2 more employees, Dick Edwards and Valerie Taylor. These 2 here, obviously, as you can see, a marketer and a programmer. I wanted to get an additional programmer out there. I'm going to change Motzi back to any, because he can take any role. And I'm going to leave on art for right now, just to continue to get the art pushed up. As you can see, audio art is doing fantastic in here. 2D is also bumping up as well. Like if we actually trained her a bit more in 2D. We have no SCM right now, which we should probably throw a server in here. That would be super helpful for these guys. But I'll show you a couple little changes I made for the building as well. I expanded it just slightly. Just dropped a little section off the back, gave 2 more desks. This right here is driving me absolutely crazy, but I cannot get this to not do that. It's actually lined up in all areas, but there's a gap and it's driving me crazy. So it is what it is. I moved the vending machine and a water cooler in here into like kind of a little teeny tiny break room nook thing. Added a bookshelf for just some decorative flair that's nice when the environment's doing well for the employees. But we are going to move this operating system into its beta phase and start bug fixing it. I'd really like to do a September release for it, so we will jump back in as we get super close to September. So here we go. We're going to promote this. Yep, that is fine. And I'll see you guys shortly. Okay, we're getting pretty close here. I actually set the, it was actually an oops on my part, but I set the actual release date for October as opposed to September. Misclick on my part there, but anyway, I've done a press release and I did the press build, which is why we are cranking out about 60,000 followers right now. So we're coming up in the final month of debugging. We have the hype running as well. We're going to get ready to release this bad boy into the market, and let's see how we do. Yeah, there's a lot of noise in there. I really should put up some like cubicle walls around these guys, but for right now, it's a very open style office. There's only like 9,000 different reports of how ineffective that can be sometimes for people, but whatever. I need to extend my fence here out a little bit. Oh, Valerie, hope you feel better. Okay, we're going to get ready to release here very, very shortly. We're just barely tapering off on our followers here. 61,000 looks like it's going to... That's where we're going to land. And 10% should be roughly 6,000 copies on day 1. Let's see how we do. Okay, we're gonna pause. How are we doing? Is that dropping? Oh, that is dropping fast. Okay, let's release this bad boy onto the market, and then we'll print out some copies. We need 60,000. So yes, we want to release. Yes, we want to market. I actually don't care about the budget. We can market as much as our little hearts can. So let's go over here. Vapor OS 2 for $160 a piece. We're going to order copies. I'm going to do 60,000 copies. It's fine. Say okay. There we go. Let's let this rock and roll. So marketing for the marketing folks will be a 10. Support for our programmers and our any roles will fall there, and let's see how we do. Yeah, I know. We're bingo, bango. Man, we are just cranking through some cash here. Yep, let's let them mark it away. Okay. Here we go. And new day. Bingo bango. Let's see what the market has to say. Vapor has released Vapor OS 2. Vapor OS 2 is a sequel to the highly regarded Vapor OS, but it isn't that great. That's what they said about the last one too. We don't know who Vapor even is, and nobody knows them in the computing market. Yeah, we haven't marketed that much. Vapor OS 2 has been a positive surprise. It's a very complex piece of craftsmanship, and it runs very smooth. There's so much to experience, and it's passable. It'll be competing with DoorX 5 by ShineSlam. It's lacking features. Yeah, I know. I didn't do that. I didn't do a whole lot. But we're actually gonna start to, I want to say, ramp up a good bit. I'd love to kind of build out this building here, get it a little more decorative, and let's build out some teams as well. And there is going to be a really, really good surprise coming in the very next episode. So there'll be some things that I'll do as I round out this episode, and see if you can pick them up, and drop a comment if you see the little teaser into what's going to happen in the next episode. So let's keep this thing moving. Let's see how we'll continue with the first month. 116,000 is not too shabby. So let's okay, let's back this out just a tiny bit, get a good view as I'm gonna go change this fence up. Well, that's not gonna help. What a time to pause right there. Boom. Okay, let's get this fence going. I want to finish it out. I don't like the fact that the fence doesn't round out the building properly. So let's bend up this way and here, and let's merge these. Bingo bango. There we are. That gives a nice little fence, round fence side to the building, and I like it. Let's move this around just a bit. Okay. Okay, let's do that. Oh, playing with the walls. There we go. No. We can really see him. Look at him work. Marketing's rocking and rolling. We're bringing in some good cash. Get our pockets all padded up again. Let's bring some maintenance in just for some cleanup. Okay. So that's another 400,000, 300,000, 168 or 178. There we go. Things are looking great. This day round out, we'll do pay increases here momentarily, and we will call it an episode. I know. Oh, probably need a canteen. That's true. That'll probably have to come next. Okay. Well, I'd say that's going to be a pretty good episode here. Again, I've recorded a good bit here, and I'm not quite sure how long this episode is going to be, but I'm going to try to keep these things down to the normal, about 20 to 25 minutes, so it's not too crazy for you guys. But with that being said, guys, if you enjoyed this video, let me know by smashing that like button. If you saw the little teaser into what is coming in the very next episode, drop a comment on this video here and let me know where you saw it and what it was that is kind of that little cliffhanger into next episode. So with that being said, guys, if you are new to the channel, I welcome you. It is awesome to have new people watching the content, watching the videos, checking things out. If you can hit that subscribe button, that is incredible for the channel, incredible for you to see the new content that's coming out. And if you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that bell icon, change it to all so that you know when any new video or series comes out on the channel. And with that being said, thank you, and we will see you in the next video.